What's up, guys? Today we got a new unboxing for this little guys. They look amazing and I am excited to see what we're gonna be able to do with these. They are about, I think, like $100 right now, but I got them for cheaper. I just have to get a longer wait. And the other thing is that these little guys just went up to 180. So I do not recommend getting them at that price, but let's see if they are worth it, what we can do, and see if you do want to get these. But first, thank you so much for 100 subs, and let's hit a quick celebration. Thank you so much, guys. Subscribe and give it a like if you like these type of videos. Thank you. All right, guys, so here we have the boxes. Pretty simple. There's nothing special with these. You just have the lettering in the back, and that is pretty much it. So let's go ahead and take them out. So this is what you basically get. You do have a stand with the bottom, and then on the expandable kit or DLC, whatever you want to call it, you do have another arm. You do have the actual minions themselves, which are the Cell Juniors. You do have all the arms, the Kamehameha, and then 4 different faceplates apart from the ones that they already have. And then DLC, you do have a Kamehameha for Gohan, the hands for Gohan to be able to do that. You do have the sensu beans, and then these clip onto the body to mimic like it's blown up like here. And I don't know what these are, so we'll find out. And then you do have extra iron clips, which are for the legs, which I'll show y'all. And then you do have this card showing you about how to set it up, basically. That's all you get. So let's go ahead and unbox this and see what these figures look like close up. All right, guys, so this is what we get in the first box. We do get a Kamehameha here, which has some glitter on the sides just as effect. And then here are the Cell Juniors close up, which they look amazing. Really great paint work for them being a third party. They actually look amazing. So I definitely do like these a lot because of that. And we do have, so let me show y'all the face plates. So this is the, let's get this to focus. This is the first head. Here's the second one. A little bit more of a, like a silly. And then we got the serious one that I showed y'all. We got this one right here, which is more of a shocked face. We got a damaged face. A side looking one, which I believe is no, it's close to it, but it's different. And then you have a charged up one. As far as hands, you have the like kind of gripping hands, which these are just pretty standard with any SHF. And this ones, which are kind of just straight. And then you do have the Kamehameha hands where it's attached to. And you get 2 middle finger hands, which are hilarious. So this is a very funny or nice thing that they added. And then as far as going back with these rods, let me show y'all. They basically go inserted in these holes, which connect the toes. So if you do have an issue with that, they do supply y'all with extra ones. So let's move this out the way and get started with the other one. This is what you get on the second DLC box, which you have this destroyed head, which is very well detailed. And then you just hook it up on there. And this actually is an extra faceplate. So you can remove this from here and it looks really nice. These are just extra heads, I guess. Not entirely sure why they did 3 other ones, because these are literally the exact same, no difference that I can tell. Let me know in the comments if y'all see any differences or what these are for. And then you do get the Kamehameha for Gohan, which is very nice looking. And then you have this pin, which can hook up to the actual head right here. And then you can have the head floating on the stand, which I'll show y'all here. Looks really nice. And you actually get some really nice angles that you can do with it being separate from the body. And then you also get these, which are basically the add-ons on the body that I just showed y'all of how you can have them like he's killed. And you do get the hands for Gohan, the Kamehameha hands, and you also get the Sensu Bean bag. Very nice. All right, guys, so really bad news. I ended up breaking the piece that joins the middle or the bottom to the top. It has a little peg and it was really stiff. I tried to twist it off and it ended up breaking. I super glued it to see if it worked, but no luck. So I'm gonna keep this one as just destroyed basically, or I'll just use some tape, see if I can get the best result there. But I just want to show y'all that, yeah, that's basically what happened. So we'll just be able to have it like this instead of doing the whole thing again because I broke it. So be really careful with this. It's very tiny. It grabs onto here. Make sure you have some tweezers that grab the bottom, because if you twist it off, it's just gonna snap. So be really careful with that. This is very sad, but it's the reality of figures. It does happen. I don't think it's a manufacturer issue. It was my issue. I would just suggest putting in some hot water as well to be able to remove it, because I was negligent to it and I did it and I broke it. So be careful with that. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and go into the articulation and make sure to stick to the end, because I have some bonus poses that y'all can see of what you can do with this figure. So as far as the articulation, it has very good articulation for the size. So the arms bend this much with a regular basically joint, and it does have some butterfly joints. So I don't know how they were able to do this, to be honest, but it extends forward. These are just ball joints that go up and down. You can twist them slightly side to side, so it's also very, very nice. And then the head down this much, up this much, which is pretty standard. And then if you remove it, it's just a regular peg. The actual hands, they are just one joint, so it doesn't really move as much. And they're really easy to pop off, so you gotta be really careful with that. And then as far as the knees, these are the most amazing part to me. They're double jointed, so for the small scale, it's pretty insane. And then as far as splits, you can kind of do splits, or it's just in a sideway manner, but it's definitely possible. And then ab crunch is non-existent basically. That's much forward, this much back, basically nothing. And then you can twist the actual feet side to side, and you do have the toe articulation. So it's pretty self-explanatory. It's not super crazy articulation like the new models, but for this, it is very, very good. So let's go ahead and show you all the poses now. That way y'all can see what y'all can do with these. right, guys, we finally reached the end of the video. So in conclusion, this is a very good set. If you do, or basically you're able to get it for like 80 bucks, definitely worth it. The only downside is be really careful with the joints. Don't be like me, and I basically broke the joint from the body, and now I'm stuck with this. So I can use tape. That's how I showed you all the poses and basically stick them together, but it's not the same. So basically this one is just gonna be the destroyed body. That's how I'm gonna have it. And then these two are gonna be the ones that I can display. So yeah, you just gotta be really careful with that. Other than that, very good. I love this. It's very fun to play with, but you do have to be careful with the joints. I mean, I would suggest doing the same thing that I did with the Spider-Man before, is soaking it in hot water just to make sure everything gets molded and you don't have any issues, basically. So I would definitely do that for the next time. Other than that, please subscribe, give it a like if you like these videos, and happy Thanksgiving as well. This is going up a day after, but happy Thanksgiving, and hope y'all have a good rest of y'all's day.